Welcome back, everybody, to the Lonely Basement. We are fried. Oh my, what a drive! It is 3:40 in the a.m. We have just unpacked the bag. The backpack's unpacked, and we are back at the card table in the basement after a very long week and long day. We woke up this morning, went to the show. This morning we were at the card show at the National, and then we left around 12. And it is 3:40 a.m. and we pulled into the driveway, came down to the basement. Everything was intact. Everything was dry. My tomatoes look great. The pool is fine. Everything is fine. No disaster this time on our trip. For once, the basement survived. We still have our VIP on. Woo! It was a long drive, guys. But I made it like a champ. No problems. One tank of gas, stopped once, refilled, couple pee breaks, straight on through to the other side. And we're back. We're back in the basement where we belong. Let me tell you something. This national trip was awesome. I have not one negative thing to say. I can complain about whatever I want. I had a great time. I had great friends. I had great fellowship with everyone. We bought lots of baseball cards, and we are very happy with what is sitting on this table. Super happy with what we got. Thank you to the community for getting me through the 13 or so hours home after the 14 or so hours there, thanks to Chicago traffic. But it was great. The drive was worth it. The sacrifices we make. I will tell you something, though. I'm 48 years old. Don't tell anyone. My body is physically wrecked. I'm sore everywhere. I have pains in my feet and my back and my legs, but I don't care. But I'll tell you what, driving that long and then walking for that many days straight, and if you know me, I'm the guy who shows up at 9 a.m. and walks till the store till the shop closes. The show closes. You think we're tired? You think we're tired in the basement? But we don't care. For you, we're going to power through. This may be a couple episode recap. We're never going to go through what I'm looking at right now, but we wanted to just come through and say hi and give you some quick thoughts and show some quick stuff. It was a great time. I had a lot of fun. Thank you to all the friends out there that we spent time with. I don't want to mention everybody, but we spent a lot of time with Jason, our boy Jason. Sammy, we saw you a little bit. We saw you a little more, but we hung out with Sammy some, especially after hours. But Sammy was busy. The four collectors were busy. They were busy beavers all week, dealing with lots of stuff. They came through like champs. Trade night was spectacular. Honored to be part of it. It was a great time, and the show was awesome. I don't have a problem with any of the crowds. I'll tell you right now, this thing, you have to have this thing. Makes a big difference. Big difference! Never really waited on lines. Too much. In and out. It was fine. Bathroom's fine. All the gist. It was all great. I did not have any complaints. At all. Sorry, Mike, there was an Hitman 23! Spent a lot of time with Mike Hitman 23. Got to meet him in person for the first time. And that was great to hang out with him and walk the show floor with him. Hung out a lot with Dan from Steel City. And Dan's an awesome guy. And I don't want to drop names because I'm going to forget somebody. But everyone was awesome. And we had a great time. I mean, I walked the floor with Rick Vintage Oddball Cards, John Mangini, and Dave Blue Jacket 66, and we were looking at like a case full of Z-Nuts. It don't get no better than that. It doesn't. We had a good time. I learned a lot. I bought a lot. I had a lot of fun. Good times. So, a couple quick thoughts. Prices. Everybody's talking about prices. I'm going to explain. This is economics now. Get ready. Tired economics after a 14-hour drive, nonstop. Didn't eat, Didn't do nothing. I survived off of cigars and coffee, fruit roll-ups, and Lifesavers gummies. Thank you, Lifesavers. I'll take a check, please. Prices. The high end is high. The low end is low. The mid-bottom is low. So what's going on is everybody's jacking up the high-end stuff, and it is expensive. It's more expensive than I've seen it. The mantles were crazy expensive. But there were plenty of good deals out there. If you're looking for like mid-grade 50s cards, you know, vintage, pre-war. But if you were looking for something that had mantle on it, or was like a 7 or higher, they were expensive. I'm not going to lie. They were expensive. But the bottom end, there was a lot of bargains. A lot of bargains. Show floor is crazy. It's like an A. It's kind of like an A. So there's like a capital A. There's like a middle that blocks you off where it's cut off, and then you can go around it, but then there's a middle, but then there's a part of the middle where you can go through. I walked that floor Wednesday through Sunday. I was still getting lost this morning, not because I was like, okay, I got the floor layout, I kind of understood it, but I was still trying to find places that I could not find. So it is a little confusing, the layout. But that's fine. I refuse to download the Ludex app because I'm an angry old man. And I relied on others to find tables. What are you going to do? I let the kids show me where the tables were on their fancy apps, on their fancy phones. I'm not going to download an app just to delete it again. You're trying to get app downloads. I know what you're doing. I know your game. Kind of ignored most of the breaker back end area. Walked through it once or twice. It's a little wacky back there. It's a little wild. It's Jason was saying tonight on Alive. Again, thank you to all of you for making content because you got me through my 14-hour drive. I watched wall-to-wall content, and I never ran out of content. I'll tell you that much. But it was wacky. Jason was saying tonight on the Four Collectors Live, it was like Vegas. He's 100% right. It's a show. There's girls with tight things on, and there's guys screaming and yelling into microphones and flipping stuff and doing that, and it's like carnival barker left and right. It's not a card show, and that's part of the hobby. But our part of their hobby was strong. I thought that the tables were great, amazing stuff. If you want to just go look at high-end, there's amazing stuff just to look at. Forget about buying. All the stuff was there. Although there were some things I didn't say that I was looking for. I'm not going to lie. Can't find everything at the National, I promise. There's always something missing. Donnie Baseballs. Little light. I really didn't buy very much. I bought a couple little things just for fun. But I was looking for 2 Mattingly cards that I was keen on if I saw them for the right price. And they weren't there. I didn't see them. A lot of that stuff wasn't there. It's like modern and it's like vintage and old. And it was harder in that kind of 80s, 90s. There wasn't a ton. But I did find one dealer who had boxes of like 81 through 85 Fleer and 81 through 85 Donruss and some 80s tops to help fill some 80s team sets, which you'll see at some point on one of these videos. But probably not tonight because we are tired. And I'm not even going to... I don't want to show you everything. I don't want to show you all my goods, but that's all those stacks. All these stacks are from the National. So let's get into some gifts because I want to show off some gifts from some generous friends. And let's start off with my friend and yours, Dan, from Dan's Vintage Baseball PC. Dan gave me a very beautiful package, and I'm so thankful, Dan. Appreciate your friendship, Dan. Dan's the man. And he gave me some Leafs. He knows of my love of the oddball Leafs. Guidry, 88 Al Leiter rated rookie. Tommy John, some beautiful Leafs. This card is cool. This is a Marty Perez with the airbrushing. That's in beautiful shape, too. It's a beautiful card. I don't I don't know. It's an OPC. And I don't know that I've seen this card for some reason. But could there be a card in the OPC set that's not in the top set? Because I have the team set, and I don't know this card. And it's from OPC. So that's an interesting one. He clearly was on the Giants at some point before the hat was airbrushed on. So maybe old Marty was added. Marty Perez. This is a Topps traded 89 Jesse Barfield. Perfect gem mint. It's a 10. And then a Mike Torres from the Burger King. I believe 77 Burger King. And that is just super cool. Thank you, Dan. And last but not least, let's open it up. Dan's gift. This is awesome. This is a Don Mattingly flip book. Let's see if we can show the flipping. Hold on. I got to do it the other way. Hold on. How do you flip? On camera. You get the idea. There's Donnie jacking one out. There you go. I got to go like this. It's hard to get the angle right when you're not looking at it and your hands don't go backwards. You get the idea. Beautiful flip book. 1987, 100th anniversary, Don Mattingly flip book, which I did not have and will go lovely in our Mattingly collection. Thank you, Dan. Next up, Jim Bachler. Jim. 5714, collector, Nolan Ryan. Now these two, I'm not going to lie. Jim, I'm not going to lie, these first two, because all your cards are sleeved. These two are the same, but I had a big stack, and I was throwing stuff from my bag into a two-row in the car, and stuff kind of got jumbled, and I tried to re-put it where it goes. So if these two didn't come from Jim, all right, well, Jim gets credit. But we had a classic Bernie Williams. Beautiful Bernie. A classic Mattingly. Now, these I know came from Jim, these ones. Definitely 100%, because these were together and they were sleeved, but these were next to it, and I think they came from Jim, but they might not have. But Jim's getting credit. Classic Bernie Williams, 91. Beautiful. Let's try to not be asleep, Keith, and get a little focus. Another beautiful Donnie classic, the red travel set. This card has always been one of my favorites, the McGuire Mattingly in red. That's awesome. There you go. There they are. Canseco and Mattingly star sticker. And I don't believe I have this star sticker. That is one I definitely don't have. We got the mac and cheese Donnie. There it is. The craft. This sticker I definitely don't have. This is the top sticker. I'm not sure the year without 87. 87 top sticker. I don't think I have that sticker unless I have it in the sticker book from 1987. And this I definitely don't have. This is a beautiful. And Derek Jeter. Skippy. Never even seen that one. Which will go lovely in the Jeter collection. Derek Jeter, the captain. Number 2 in your program. Number 1 in your hearts. There you go. And a beautiful note from Jim. And we had a great time talking at the show. Walking on the floor. And what is now? Last but not least, never least, we have Tony from Tony Talks Cards. Gave me this nice little package, and I'm super appreciative, Tony. Thank you so much. This is one I don't have either. Allen and Ginter, Donnie Baseball. We got an 87 Don Russ, Donnie. The 89 Upper Deck. And also this cool Allen and Ginter, which I do not have either. So there are 2 more in the collection that we definitely did not have. Fantasy Goldmine. That is cool. And last but not least, we know Tony loves his wax. An 88 Topps rack pack with Donnie All-Star on the front. Tony, thank you so much. Great to meet you in person. Everybody was great to meet in person. But everybody who gave me a gift, thank you so much. Super appreciative. You know, somebody watches your channel and they're like, "Hey, I wanna give that guy some stuff." That's super cool. That is awesome. Now, let's go through this stuff quickly. Quickly. This is mostly the stuff is from Trade Night. These are the Trade Night packs. They're super awesome. And this is mine. And look what I got. Dan pulled this out. Did not look. I swear it wasn't cheating. He just pulled one out randomly. And I got my vintage card was the Young Aces, Jim Bouton, and Al Downing. Can't make it up. That is awesome. We got our pack and all our 4 collector stuff in there. We won't go through the whole thing. And then I got a pack of 89 Donruss. Thank you so much to the 4 collectors for the pack of Donruss. Or Upper Deck. 89 Upper Deck. The search for Griffey continues. Thank you, Theo, for thinking of me. I didn't even open this up. I don't know what was in here. John Odom. There you go. 69, Johnny Odom. And there's the pack. Awesome. Now, I did do the 4 collectors. Solid. Love me the 4 collectors. I brought home, I got to deliver this to Dan at some point, the extras. I hope I don't get in trouble for showing it. This is the extras. I shouldn't go through these and look for all the cards, right? No, I shouldn't. They will remain safe, John. Don't worry. We do not steal in the basement. Dad taught us not to steal. So we have a big bag of these. They'll be on eBay for $7.99 a piece. Just wait for it. All right. They won't, I promise. No thieving in the basement. Now, speaking of friends of the channel, 4 collectors, our sticker. Sammy Thunder, we have this already, but we had Sammy sign one for us, so now we will add that to our YouTube collection. The auto is amazing. Sammy has obviously been practicing that one for a while. That is beautiful. We got John's card. Can you see him? Can you see his face? His face won't focus. Well, there's John laying on the ground. Now this one is awesome. This is Eddie's from Eddie Cardboard Chaos. There's Eddie. That is an awesome picture that he made himself. The art, original art by Eddie. And I think that's just super awesome. This reminds me of like that Christy Mathewson card with the Griffey and the skyline. There you go, of Seattle. That is awesome. And that is a great card. Next up, Jeremy Lee. We got Jeremy Lee's Cracker Jack, hand numbered. We got, what do we get? 18. 18 out of 100. And that is a super cool card. Everybody's making cards. I got to make a card. That is awesome. He's got his bio on the back. Sports cards is a lifestyle. Watch Sports Cards Live on Saturdays. And last but not least, definitely not least, this one. This is a good one. This is Dean from Goodman and West 238th. Darren's brother Dean. Probably doesn't like when we say Darren's brother Dean, right? He's Dean! He made a retirado of himself. And this is awesome. He told me he even tea-soaked these after making them to age them artificially. Now, he should have ripped some paper off the back, but look at that. That is super cool. It is like literally, if this was sitting in a case, you would say, oh, there's a Redorato there. Until you looked at it and you go, was Dean Goodman Who do he play for? And he's got his bio on the back. Let's see. This is really small, though, for my eyes. And it is in Spanish, folks. Una experiencia única y excepcional. Fundado en la primavera de 2024. I can't do the numbers that fast. El Canal de YouTube Goodman and West 238th Street. Se hizo un hecho en Internet. Centrado en mostrar trabajadas de béisbol antiguas. El canal tiene todo desde los buenos tus, hasta los venezolanos, los japoneses, y mucho más. I think he likes Japanese cards and Venezuelan cards mucho. There you go. Dean's card is awesome. It was great to meet Dean. Super great guy. We're gonna collaborate a little bit on some logos. Blue tape. What? All right. So those are our gifts. Oh, now and our. This is Scott Reindeer Studios, and a couple of you showed this already, but this is Scott's like promo card there for the business, and it is super awesome. Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks, let's play 2. And there's Scott's info, Reindeer Studios. Go buy a t-shirt. Buy a t-shirt. Go buy some cards. There's Scott's info. Look at the art on that. Scott's amazing. That was great. Great. All right, guys. I don't know what else I can show you right now. I think we're going to have to save the real pickups, the big stuff. Hold on. Let's go through this quick. Then we're going to have to stop. VIP. Lonely Basement is VIP. If you pay for it, you can become VIP, just so you know. The package. I don't know what these are worth, but somebody said you can sell these for $10 on the sales floor, but I never sold mine, and it bent, which is not good. Not good. I might lose money here. And somebody said they're on eBay for $40. This is the V-Friends pack that came in your VIP bag. This some lady handed to me. I didn't even open it. She literally handed it to me on the floor. Cardsmith's Currency TikTok Shop The National 2025. No idea what's in there. These are my Upper Deck National Pack. Silver Pack. This is the Finkelmeyer Insurance Agency, Mickey Mantle 52 Tops. These are my Panini football cards. Okay. Some Panini football cards. We've got Prominent Something or Other by Upper Deck. There she is. We got that. There you go. And this pack is cool for obvious reasons. These are from Leaf. But look on top. Aaron Judge. The National. So that will go in the Aaron Judge collection. I don't know what I'll do with my Lamine Yamal. But super cool. Better than nothing for the VIP package. And all this stuff. Now, I feel bad. Here are my free autograph tickets. Unused. Jim Osborne, Kyle Calder, Emery. I didn't sleep. I drove 14 hours. Emery Moorhead, Craig Hodges, Ron Bloomberg. I had a free auto, Ron Bloomberg, and I didn't get it. That's kind of a loser move, Keith. Ron Bloomberg signs over here all the time, so charges about $15. I should have got a Ron Bloomberg autograph. Doug Plank, Wild Card VIP, Wild Card. I could have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could have used 6 of these wild cards and the Ron Bloomberg and gotten 7 Ronnie Bloomberg autographs for free. Should have done it. If I actually looked at the paper, I would have done it. If it wasn't a crazy amount of time to get them. I don't know, some magazines. National Book, Sports Collectors Digest. I know people already showed these before. now, but there you go. That's what you're getting now. In the basement! All right, Ludex. Nonsense. Lots of nonsense. You notice I took the cards out, but I left all the little pieces of paper. Humongous Horde, 5 collector's cards per pack. All right, we got more cards there. And the rest of these are all just ads for market movers and Walmart. The National, sponsored by Walmart. The new hobby, ladies and gentlemen. The new hobby. Walmart. So that's all that. I actually feel bad about the Ron Blumberg. I would have bought like 7 Ron Blumbergs for like $1 or $2 and got 7 Ron Blumberg autographs. Damn. He was signing today too. So you know what? I probably wouldn't have got him because he signed today. And he probably was signing like, I left at like noon, so I don't know if he was signing by then. Ronnie Blumberg, the first DH of all time. Thank you very much. All right. I don't know what else we're doing here. All right, I showed a little bit of this. Let's just show this one little, no. Yeah, why not? We showed this on the other video. We got a Don Mattingly doubleheader, the 89. We still need the 90, actually. I don't have the 90. We got the Don Mattingly Wholesome's disc. I found a guy who had a little Mattingly box, and he had 2 things in it that I needed. This, which I got it for $1.50, which I have in my watch list on eBay. They're like $10 on eBay because they're kind of hard to find, but they're not that hard to find. But they want like $10 for them. I got it for $1.50. And then a Panini sticker, which we did not have. That was marked at like 30 cents or 60 cents or something. 60 cents. There's a sticker. 60 cents! It wasn't even $1. I told the guy, this is $2.10. I said, I don't have a dime. Who's got a dime? This is cool. Our Don Mattingly junk waxiness continues. This is from France. This is cut out of a 4-sheet from a French magazine. And it was $15. It was a little steep, I think, for what it is. But for a Mattingly collector, this guy had these last year. I didn't pick one up. So this year I grabbed one. Probably not worth what I paid for it. But it is literally from France, from a French magazine. So why not add to the Mattingly collection? And the sticker book. The Mattingly sticker book, the top sticker book with Donnie on the front. We got this from the same guy, the 1990 edition. Never had this one, I don't know why. I wasn't really collecting stickers by 90, but you would have thought I would have seen this and bought it, but I don't think I have it over there, or I have it, so. There you go. Some fun stuff. I think we need to stop now. I drove 14 hours. Guys, National was awesome. I had a great time. We're going to continue this. We're going to continue it. We're going to show more pickups. And next couple days, there might be more than one showing. I don't know. We'll see. But great time spent with great friends and buying baseball cards. And I was there Wednesday through Sunday. I bought every day. I bought something every day. And we hung out every night. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. So, I think that's all I got for you guys. 29 minutes of a very tired, lonely basement. Keith is tired. My feet hurt. I got this pain in my butt from sitting in the seat in the car for 14 hours. And like I said, I barely stopped. I stopped to like get gas and then like get back in the car and go. And then I peed once and I got back. I would literally, it's a lot. Questioning my sanity now. Hopefully we'll wake up tomorrow and not feel this tired and beat. But I have a feeling we will. But it was worth it for all this. Baseball cards. All right, guys. We'll see the good stuff in the next couple days. You all have a great one.